Across the lifespan, social tactile interactions have been shown to benefit an individual's physical health and psychological well-being. In just one example, preterm infants become healthier and grow quicker as a result of skin-to-skin contact with a parent or caregiver. There are two different types of touch that are signalled by different nerves in the skin. The first allows us to distinguish between objects we come into contact with and to locate touch on the skin. These are signalled by relatively large diameter nerves that send signals rapidly to the brain. The second type of touch is the emotional information about sensation. These are conveyed by smaller diameter, slow conducting nerves that send signals slowly to the brain. Now, typically, these C-type fibers are associated with signalling the emotional value of pain and itch. However, it's more recently discovered subtype of these C fibers that I'm most interested in. These C-Tactile afferents, or CTs, are very picky about the type of touch they respond to. There are three things that keep them happy. The touch should be slow-moving, not static. The touch should be gentle, not forceful, and the temperature of the touch should be around 30 degrees. We know this because direct measurements for these nerves show that their activation is directly tied to this criteria. Now, 32 degrees is the temperature of human skin. So taken together, this suggests that these CTs have evolved to signal the rewarding value of social tactile interactions, like a gentle caress. Now, why is this important? Well, touch is a key regulator of our emotional arousal and plays an integral role in our early social development. For instance, a crying baby is comforted through the touch of an adult. Someone in emotional distress is comforted by a hug. An injured child is soothed by contact with a parent. But what if we didn't receive comfort or reprieve from these negative emotional situations? Where would that leave us? Imagine if we process this type of touch differently. If the typically pleasant and painless sensations that we perceive when CTs are active was painful and unpleasant, what consequences would this have for a developing infant? Autism is a prolific developmental condition that affects an individual for their entire lives. Children later diagnosed with autism typically perceive gentle touch as aversive. It's hypothesized that this would have a negative impact on their social and emotional development. The aim of my research is to discover how individuals with autism process CT touch. Early evidence suggests there are vast neurological differences between the autistic and healthy brain. Using brain imaging techniques and physiological measures such as heart rate and arousal, I aim to measure the differences between autistic and healthy individuals during CT touch. This will enhance our knowledge of CT touch and the role that it plays in typical and atypical development. Thank you.